Hey guys, this video is going to be for beginning boys and girls 1 and 2, so if that is you, go ahead and follow along. Alrighty guys, so for our cardio we are going to warm up with some hopping in place. Next we are going to start jogging in place. After that, we're going to try to do some high knees. For this one, you put your hands all the way out and you want to try to get your knees all the way up to try to touch them if possible. Next, we're going to finish it off with a very fast run. And this we're going to do in place as well. We're going to go ahead and repeat it all, starting with hopping in place. Then we're going to start jogging in place. We're going to do high knees one more time after this, making sure we're trying to get our knees all the way up as high as we can go. And then lastly, running in place. Good job guys. Now we're going to go ahead and start stretching. We're going to do some backward arm circles, making sure we have big arms. Then we're going to go ahead and go forward. We're going to do big open and close, going all the way back and all the way front. And then we're going to go side to side. Next we're going to do our head and our neck going up and down and then side to side. Putting our hands together and doing a big circle. We're going to go side to side and then do a big roller coaster. Now we're going to shake it out and open our arms up, putting one arm across, the other one over, and stretching for about 5 to 10 seconds. Next we're going to switch, putting our other arm across, reaching over and holding that one for 10 seconds as well. Now we're going to put one arm up and pat ourselves behind our back on our shoulder and then reach our elbow with the other hand, pulling it nice and close. And then we're going to go ahead and switch. Now we're going to go ahead and sit on the floor and do our butterflies. If we want a challenge, we could try to get our knees down to the floor, but we're going to put our hands past our toes and see how far we can go. Next we're going to do a straddle, reaching to the side, putting one arm over, trying to reach all the way for our toes or even past them. And then now we're going to go to the other side. Next we're going to reach all the way up and try to go down the middle, seeing if we can be flat. If we can't, we can always go into our elbows. Next is the pike, and we're going to reach for our toes. Try to pull our toes up, and then we're going to stretch out our ankles. Next, we are going to stretch out our hands, facing them down, and just rocking back and forth. We're going to switch our palms forward and then do the same thing. Next, we're going to go side to side, and then we're going to do one hand one way and one hand the other, and then flip flop. And shake it out one more time. Now we're going to do a lunge, pushing ourselves forward against our knees. Then we're gonna straighten our leg out, trying to reach for our toes or even trying to go past our toes with our nose to our knees. And then we're gonna try to slide into our splits. Next, we are going to do the other leg, making sure we go into a lunge, pushing ourselves all the way forward. Reaching down to your toes, trying to get that nose to your knee. And then sliding into the other side of the splits. Next, we're going to try to do our middle splits. For this one, we're going to try to slide down slowly. We can go to our elbows if we need a little bit of support. And then we'll come on out. Now we're going to do a seal stretch, so we can start laying on the floor, pushing ourselves all the way up, stretching your neck. And then we're going to come back down and then try it one more time. Next, we're going to go to our back and we're going to do our bridges. We're going to make sure to push ourselves all the way up, making sure our head's off the floor. If we want to challenge, we can try to lift one leg, making sure that toe is pointed, and then switch to the other leg. Go ahead and come down, and then stretch out our backs. Next, we are going to do it again, pushing all the way up. Trying to put one leg in the air if we can, pointing our toes, and switching to the other leg. And then roll your backs out one more time. Now we are going to do a cardio game. For this, it's called the name workout. You're going to find your name and all the letters for your name in the picture, and then we are going to go through and do all the workouts. So I'm starting with the letter M. That is 15 burpees. If we want a challenge, we could try to do a push-up, but we don't have to. The next letter to my name is going to be an I, so I'm going to do 20 jumping jacks. Next is going to be R, so we are going to do a 30-second plank. For our planks, we want to make sure that we are nice level, our butts are not up in the air, and that we are holding ourselves nice and tight. After R, we have the letter A, so we're going to do 30 jumping jacks. If your name's a little short, you could always do your first and last name to make it a little bit longer. The next letter is going to be N. That is going to be 20 toe raises. For this, we just want to make sure we're going all the way up to our tippy toes and then all the way back down. If you want a little bit of a challenge, you can try to hold it at the top for about 5 seconds before coming back down. The next letter is D, which is a 30-second wall sit. For this one, you want to make sure your back is flat against the wall, your feet are together, and your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. And the last letter is going to be one more A, so we're going to repeat our 30 jumping jacks one more time. This is a fun workout that we could do at home with our family and get our parents and our siblings involved as well. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and keep tuned for our next one.